Rain hammered the courthouse steps as Jack Reynolds adjusted his worn-out tie, the same one he'd worn when he enlisted 20 years ago. A single dad, a decorated Delta Force veteran, and now, the man everyone thought was a criminal. Inside, cameras flashed. Headlines had already decided his fate. Jack's hands clenched. The billionaire in question, CEO of Titan Dynamics, sat calmly across the room, his perfect suit and smug smile lit by the glow of a dozen reporters. Jack didn't care about his reputation anymore. He cared about one thing: she was 10, bright, and brave, the kind of kid who drew hearts on her father's lunch bag every morning. And now, because of Langford's lies, Jack risked losing her forever. A year ago, things had been different. Jack had taken a security job at Titan Dynamics after leaving the military. He didn't talk much about his past missions, the ones that still woke him up at night, but Langford seemed fascinated by him. "A man like you," he'd said once, "you understand loyalty." Jack believed him. Until one morning, federal agents burst through his door, dragging him out in front of Emma. They claimed he'd stolen encrypted defense data and sold it overseas. Evidence? His ID login, his security key, his fingerprints. Perfectly placed, perfectly faked. Langford had done it. Jack didn't know why, but he could see the billionaire's fingerprints all over the setup. Now, sitting in court, Jack watched as Langford's lawyers painted him as a desperate veteran drowning in debt. "He's unstable," one said smoothly. "A man like that, trained for violence, struggling as a single parent, would do anything for money." Jack's attorney whispered, "We've got nothing new. Unless something changes, we're done." Jack closed his eyes. All he could see was Emma, waiting outside the courtroom, clutching the little drawing she'd made for him. "My dad is my hero." And then, everything changed. During cross-examination, a nervous Titan Dynamics employee took the stand, a young IT specialist. He looked pale, sweating, glancing constantly at Langford. When Jack's lawyer asked if Titan systems could be hacked internally, Liam hesitated. Then whispered, "Yes, but only by someone with level 0 clearance." Only 2 people had that. Who? Liam swallowed hard. Mr. Langford, and Jack Reynolds. Gasps filled the courtroom. Langford's face didn't move, but his eyes, they flinched. Jack leaned forward. "Why are you saying this now?" Liam's voice shook. "Because, your daughter came to see me yesterday." Jack's heart stopped. "Emma?" Liam nodded. "She told me. My dad says good soldiers tell the truth, even when it's scary. She reminded me of my little sister. I couldn't sleep last night. So I checked the backup servers. The real log files. Langford's account accessed the stolen data, not yours." Silence, then chaos. Langford's lawyers scrambled. The judge demanded order. Federal agents hurried out to seize Titan servers. Langford rose, furious. "You think anyone will believe a kid and a scared intern over me?" Jack stood too, calm now, the way only soldiers who've seen the worst can be calm. "No, Charles. They'll believe evidence. And maybe, for once, the truth." Hours later, the judge dismissed every charge. Reporters swarmed him again, but Jack ignored them. Outside, rain had stopped. Emma ran into his arms. "Daddy, did we win?" she asked. Jack smiled, his voice breaking. "No, sweetheart, the truth did." Weeks passed. Langford was indicted. Liam quit Titan and started working with a veterans tech nonprofit, funded by an anonymous donor. That donor was Jack. He never told anyone, but he wanted Liam to know that courage deserved a future. Jack went back to what he loved, coaching at a local veterans outreach program, helping soldiers find peace after service. Every morning, he walked Emma to school. And every night, when she fell asleep, he'd whisper, kindness wins, even when the world says it's weak. Because in a world of billionaires and battles, power and politics, one single dad, armed with nothing but truth, love, and a little girl's courage, had proved something bigger. The sun rose over the quiet suburb of Arlington. For the first time in months, Jack Reynolds didn't wake up to the sound of nightmares, no gunfire, no courtroom whispers, no fear. Just the gentle hum of morning, and the smell of pancakes. Emma stood on a chair, flipping one with a grin far too confident for a 10-year-old. Breakfast mission complete, Commander Dad. Jack chuckled, ruffling her hair. Permission to eat, soldier. She giggled. For a moment, the war hero and his little girl weren't survivors of a scandal. They were just family, two hearts rebuilding from ashes. A knock came at the door. It was Liam, holding a small box. I didn't know what to say back then, he admitted. But, thank you for not giving up. You taught me something important, that doing the right thing is never convenient, but always worth it. Inside the box was a small bronze plaque that read,